All right, so you guys have your 3.3 packets out? 3.3 notes ready to go? All right, so angles of polygons, what we're doing is we're finding unknown measurements. Now, not just of triangles, but of all the polygons. So the first thing you need to know is you need to know this definition of a polygon, okay? So what is a polygon and what is not a polygon? Well, a polygon is a closed plane figure. Now, plane in this case does not mean an airplane, okay? It actually means just a space. It lies in a space, okay? And it's made up of line segments. So what's important here is you understand it's got to be a straight line. And they do not cross. They can't cross. So you see here on this third image how the lines cross each other. They intersect here, all right? So when they intersect, that's what makes it not a polygon, even though they were straight lines. All right, what makes this rainbow-looking one not a polygon?
It has a curve.
It has a curve. So it has to be a straight line. And same thing with this purple figure, right? It has curves. It actually does not have a line in it. So over on the left-hand side, we see different shapes, right? We see an arrow. We're like, man, how in the world can an arrow be a polygon? It still meets the criteria, all right? It still has line segments, nothing crosses, and it has at least 3 sides, all right? So those are polygons, examples of polygons and not polygons. All right, now you need to know this formula. All right, so just like you just told me, the sum of the angles of a triangle is what? What was it? Tell me. 180 degrees. We can scale that up. All right, triangle is how many sides? 3-sided. The sum is 180. So do you think an 8-sided polygon would have still a sum of 180 if it had 8 sides? No. Okay, so what we're going to see here is that total is going to change depending on how many sides are in the polygon. So how do I figure out what my total is going to be? I use this formula. The number of sides minus 2 times 180. So however many sides are in the polygon, I can plug that number in for n, subtract 2, and multiply by 180. All right, you guys have your formula written down?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it written down in the link? Okay, so in example 1, okay, we see a crossing sign, but guess what? It's still a polygon because it matches my criteria, okay? So find the sum of the interior angle measures. Well, in order to find the sum, I have to know how many sides are on the figure. Is that something I could count?
Yes.
Absolutely, I could count it. All right, so let's count them together. 1, count them together. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-sided figure. So I come over to my formula. S equals, let's write the original formula, n minus 2 times 180. Okay, times 180. And we'll put the little dot there to show multiplication. So n is the number of sides. How many sides did I say it had?
5.
So 5 minus 2 times 180. What's 5 minus 2?
3.
So S equals 3 times 180. Okay. And what is 3 times 180?
540.
Yes, it's 540. You will be allowed to use your calculators on your Chapter 3 test. Okay, just to double check your answers. 540 degrees is my sum. Okay, so you see, guys, for every side that I increase a polygon by, my sum is going to increase, all right? So the sum of all polygons is not 180. So if I give you a 6-sided polygon, your sum isn't 180. You have to figure out what it is. How do you figure it out? You use the formula. Now, let me ask you this. Or actually, let me just tell you. A 5-sided, you just learned, pentagon, the sum is always going to be 540. So that is something that you could potentially memorize, right? I mean, if you're constantly doing the formula to find the sum of a 5-sided figure, couldn't you eventually memorize it's just 540?
Yes.
Right? Just like you memorize a triangle, is 180, you could memorize some of these other ones. Now, if I say find the sum of an 18-sided figure, you're not going to have that memorized. So you would use the formula. Okay? But there are some that I think you're going to find that you will naturally memorize just the more that you solve them. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do is go ahead and do examples 1 and 2. Work with one of your table buddies that you're next to. Okay? I want you to find the sum of the interior angle measures of the green polygons. Okay? So I know that they're not in color on your notes, but you can look up here on the screen. I'll flip the light so it's a little easier to tell the color. But again, you have to know how many sides and then plug that number into your formula. All right, so we use our formula. S equals 5, so 7 minus 2 is 5, right? You guys can do that part in your head. Just show me still what you're multiplying. 5 times 180, raise your hand if you got 900. 900, did you get 900 for the first one? Okay, so 7 minus 2 again, that's my formula, times 180. So now, anytime you have a 7-sided figure, you know the sum is 900. Say, well, I forgot, then use the formula. But if you remember, then you don't even have to show the work. You can just write it. All right, so on a quiz or a test, I'll know that you had it memorized. All right, if that makes sense. Like there's only one way, or 2 ways really, that you could get the answer. Use the formula or have it memorized. All right, and either way is fine. So now we have a 6-sided figure. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for the 6-sided figure. The sum of the angle measures equals 6 minus 2 times 180. Well, what's 6 minus 2? 4. So what's 4 times 180?
720.
720 degrees. So guess what? Now we know the sum of a 6-sided figure. If you do this 2 more times, 5 more times, 7 more times, the sum will always be 720 for a 6-sided figure. Always. Okay? So again, you can use the formula, but the sooner you memorize some of these more basic ones, like your 5-sided, 6-sided, it'll save you a little bit of time. Okay? So example 1 is really building up. Well, I skipped the review for now. Example 1 is really building us up for example 2. Example 2 is really kind of our bread and butter for this lesson. Okay? So in example 2, I'm solving for the unknown angle of this polygon. Okay? So when you look at all of these other angle measurements, does it make sense to you? The answer is no. Does it make sense to you that the sum should be 180?
No.
No, not even close, right? Now 180 is a triangle, yes, but this is not a triangle. So what you're going to find in this section is that your total is going to change. The number here, the total sum, is going to depend on how many sides are in the figure that you're solving. So how many sides do we have here?
7.
Count them.
7.
How many sides do we have? Now, we've already found the sum of a 7-sided figure. Do you guys remember what it was?
900.
It was 900. Someone raise your hand and tell me, what could you do to find 900 if you can't remember, Cam?
You can do 7 minus 2 and then multiply it by 100.
Yes, very good. Use your formula. So I am not going to tell you 900. You will have to know the sum. So that's where I see people missing this on a quiz or a test because they can't remember how to find the total. Okay, don't let that be you, okay? You have the formula. If you can't remember, use the formula. So now what I want you to do is add up all of these angle measurements. I'm not going to make you come over here and list them all. It's just going to be like extremely long to list all the sides. Just go ahead and add them all together. Okay, go ahead and add them all together. 140 plus 145 plus 115. We could even write like little plus signs here, knowing that we're adding them all together. I need to add all the sides together. Okay? All right, when I add them all together, all right, so get out your calculators if you have them. Mason, what'd you get?
778.
Yes.
That's what I got.
778 plus the unknown one that I don't know. And now how can I solve for x?
I need to subtract 900 minus 778.
Yes,
And
very
this what we
good.
did yesterday?
122, so x equals 122.
What now?
Is that what we did yesterday?
No. Yesterday, well, sort of, but yesterday was a triangle.
X equals
So
122.
yesterday the sum was 180 and I would solve the equation. Now today I'm doing all polygons. So x equals
122.
122 degrees. All right, so here's what I need you guys to understand. The sum is going to change now. If it's an 8-sided figure, it's not going to be equal to 900. It's going to be a different number. All right, you see that? So at triangles, my sum was always 180. But with a polygon, that number changes depending on how many sides there are. Then my process is still the same, where I add all the ones together that I know, and then x, and then I can solve. All right? So I want you to try this one. Okay? So is your sum going to be 900 again? Is the total going to be 900? Don't say it out loud though. Okay? You're going to have a different total. If you don't know it by memory, use your formula. Okay? And then fill in the other side of your equation. Let's go ahead and work on this. Work together. All right? Work with your table buddies. And let's try to solve this one. Okay, so my sum is 360. Who got 360? Who got 360? Very good. So if you didn't know that a 4-sided polygon, the sum is 360, you could have done 4 minus 2, which is 2, times 180. Times 180. All right, so when you add these three together, what did you get for the sum?
I got 285.
All right, so 285 plus x, subtract 285, subtract 285, okay, and x equals what, guys?
75.
75 degrees.
I told you.
75 degrees. All right, very good. So we're going to stop here for today. We'll do example 3 tomorrow. Remember, we have notebook checks tomorrow. Okay.
I gotta do this project.
Yeah,
All right, so that'll be it for part 1.